Yeah, absolutely. And thank you, Birders, for always giving us the opportunity to speak out loud for ourselves. And for anybody who is interested in the new federal state of China, please log on to our official website, nfscofficial.com. You can also find speak. With Mr. Miles' trial, we actually did a series of broadcasts in Mandarin and in English as well. It's called Miles' Trial, and from Monday to Friday in the past several weeks, you will always be able to find us talk about the testimonies of witnesses, the strategies that we observed from the government and from the defense, with all of the court documents and transcripts. It is public bilingually on our websites as well. If you find, nfscofficial.com, you just click on court documents, you will find everything, including the motions, responses, and the transcripts of the trial. And with all that being said, the efforts of taking down the Chinese Communist Party will not be ceased. Please don't forget that CCP had, created the COVID-19 pandemic. They have launched the biological weapon warfare against the world. And Mr. Miles and the new federal state of China was the first one to confirm that the CCP virus came from Wuhan lab, from CCP military, from People's Liberation Army. And Mr. Miles was the first one who speak publicly about Xinjiang's concentration camp, Hong Kong student protests, and all of these disappearing and murder from the Chinese Communist Party to Chinese businessmen and public figures. And if we, look back at the history of the whistleblowers movement, lots of major events was taking place. The Ukraine rescue launched by Rule of Law Foundation. The 2018 press conference discussing about the investigation details about HNA President Wang Jian. All of these are highlights of the whistleblowers movements and marking the efforts of our Chinese whistleblowers to expose the lies of the Chinese Communist Party. So we will continue to fight, continue to bring the truth that we learned from our heroes, who shared information with us, from China. And so the fight will not end until we take down the CCP.